Sound would help, wouldn't it? I got a sexy new microphone and it has a button on it so I can just instantly mute it. What, now Richard's not going to pick up the call? Too good for me now? Oh, he was already stuck in the other call. It hadn't ended it yet. Okay, now I can get him. Hold on. As always.
There we go. Hey!
Okay, now let me add in those other two guys. Let me find...
All right. Hello, everybody out there in live while we're connecting mode room.
Key...
Very happy to be with you here today. I'm also in the game, by the way. A bunch of us are in the game.
There we go.
Anybody else? I happen to be in Mediolanum. I've got to figure out how to say that properly. With Tristano, who is the governor of this town. And we are looking at these unusual bugs that we have brought upon you this day. They are odd and extensive.
So there's a long story, but it basically involves a 18-hour flight, lack of testing, bugs that only manifest in the live client, and probably a few screw-ups. We'll be changing our process going forward so that we don't have this, in case you guys wondered. But it does make for a fun game. Look, you can play along with it and be like, I gotta jump over the water. Oh!
Well, that's what I did. Yes, I was doing the same thing. I was coming here jumping over this water.
Don't fall into the water, guys.
But what's interesting is I was talking to the governor here of the city, and he doesn't see the same bug. So the bug actually manifests differently. It appears you and me have the same version of it here, where looks like we have to jump from the sidewalks to the balconies, not falling in the ocean far below. But that apparently is not universal.
Yeah, and thank you, Viper Mortal, for cheering on our sucking. Again, this will be the apology show. It was supposed to be... Yeah, and that's Rufus. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm playing the Hot Lava game right here. See, look, I got to jump on that and jump over that. But there were a number... for those who kind of have kept up with things, this was a big release for us because we switched to 2018.3. And, of course, we're all like, I'm stunned. 2018.3 doesn't have that many problems. Well, they're still showing up. There's some things that shouldn't be happening that are happening. We believe we have a fix that is in the works for all these problems. The two big problems are this. Terrain is completely invisible, not in all scenes, but in some scenes. And then here's the other one, which is... this is actually caused by the two main shaders we use for the project didn't get included in the project due to a bug in the build dependencies for Unity. So we've always worked...
Normally, we would not let you guys see this sort of thing. We actually have a process. We've had a process in place to where we kind of give a quick white glove to everything before it goes out. But as Atos was saying, a combination of factors of people traveling on airplanes and up late night and trying to get these very complex new builds up, and then get a new build built on top and the back of that build to fix something else, meant that we actually pushed out something that has these very unusual manifestations, shall we say.
Also, guys, how's the volume for Richard? How's the quality for him? I think I'm probably good, but I'm still using the ghetto out of a speaker and into a mic, but I've got a better mic and a better speaker now.
That is a very good question. Yes, I hear you just fine, but hopefully people hear me just fine too.
Could be a little bit louder. Okay, I'll just made you a little bit louder.
All right, excellent.
All right, there you go.
I'm going to do a little mic check here then as well. Can you guys hear me?
I hear you just fine.
Yep. 65% of Chris. Okay, I can fix it. I'll get that a little better here. Hold on. Let me do.
Sandy is fine, says Rufus.
All right, there. I think we're all good now. Let me see what happens if I turn that up a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. But anyways, as Richard was saying, yeah, we kind of, there are a couple of screw ups there. Probably a little bit on multiple people. But this is also, this right here, if you see these white objects, it's the primary shaders we used didn't get included. So all objects are falling back to their backup shader. Because, again, this is a little bit of a tech talk here, but when you build a shader, you can set back or fallbacks for the shader. So it's depending on what the object is, it may have a different fallback. So some of these objects have decent fallback shaders that are probably, pretty close to what the actual main shader is. And the reason you have those is if like somebody's video card doesn't support all the features, you want to make sure and have a fallback of some sort so you can handle that. Well, the objects that you see that look like this have a crappy fallback that does not handle the materials properly. So,
hey, and people online are asking, who is that other guy on the stream? That would be you, Mr. Keith Quinn. So,
Hi.
say hello to everybody.
Hi. I'm Keith Quinn, level designer, quest designer. I'm Sanio on the forums, and I'm just poking my head in.
and also
was Robert going to join us too? Dr. Bob?
he is. He may be. I'll invite him here again. Oh, it shows
right.
he's there. Maybe. Yeah, it shows he's on the call. He's probably just being quiet. But I'm trying to get used to being the good streamer guy here. Thank you, Facon, and thank you, Z of Silverdale. See, this stuff is new because Richard hasn't been on the stream since I started doing this. I think we didn't do this like in the previous streams when he was on. So, Richard, they donate bits.
I donated some bits to you on the last stream. I was
that's
on
right.
my
Okay.
cell phone, and
that's
I
right.
found that feature, and I sent you some.
Correction. Richard has been on the streams. He has not been on the camera on the streams. That's right, because last time you were going to be on the stream, you had Kinga in with an ear infection, and we're at the doctor's office. And I was like, is that really you, Richard?
Exactly, yes, because in Twitch here, I'm Lord British rules as opposed to Lord British, because somebody camped out on my Lord British.
Oh.
Gotta get them to go kick that person off, whoever they are, if they do
Still
it.
playing the lava game over here.
Maybe it's a nice person who was squatting on it to save it for you.
Yeah.
Contact them and ask.
That's a good question.
Maybe it's an Ultimate Dragon. He's trying to help out.
Well, you can probably have it if you only send $2,000 in bitcoins to...
I'm gonna see here how I can send those bits now again. I did it on my phone because there's an easy way to do it, but I don't even see how to do it down here yet.
All right, so let's see. So we're users. I started a little bit early, and I didn't really make the big announcement that Richard was going to be on here. So we're only up to 76 viewers right now. We'll be getting some more in here. And oh wait, we just had a couple people help us. Oh my goodness, we had
We have 96.
fallen behind. We Hondas threw us 100 bits. iStar Strider is staying in the race up there with Z of Silverdale. With 1,000 bits, and Lancel Lancermain with 110. Then we got Legion of Myth rating us, and then we got My Fault Sub. It's your fault, not my fault.
Excellent.
And also, just so people know, I actually this morning, because we have these long build times and we have a lot of dead time between when we try stuff and when we get to see the results, I started looking into scripting for StreamBot, and so I've been coding on a little bit of stuff. I should have hopefully a Q&A bot ready for you guys so you can do question, and I'm actually taking it to the next step, and I'm having it dump it into a Google Doc so that all, like me and Star and Richard and whoever else is on the stream, can just see the docs and see the questions as they come in. But right now we don't have those in there, and you guys want to hear Richard talk, but I got to start one thing here, which is, hey Richard, what should we give away to people? We should be generous today because of
I agree. We made a mess is what we did. And let's see, let me check in my inventory. I might have some fun things I could personally drop in the mail to folks. But what is your disposition on people with property? Does everybody have property these days that they might want an upgrade on, or... That's a good question.
Well, the thing I have done the last 2 streams that was pretty popular, and I'd kind of like to see it again. Again, I hate if people know, like a week ago, I was doing some specials where if you bought like a $90 package or whatever, I would email, or not email you. I wish I could email them. I would mail you a T-shirt. But we're kind of running low on T-shirts, and I don't want to spend any time shipping stuff unless it is boxes out to players. Because
I concur with that, by the way.
I've got a ton of those to do.
But I can drop in the game. I have some personally crafted shields and other bits. Let me see what else I have here.
All right, well, I'm going to put down random Richard backpack crap as our prize, and I'll get it kicked off, and then you can do some talking if you want to. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Let's see, I got to reset. Hold down, reset.
Here, I'll do some talking here while you do your work. And by the way, for those who are also in the game, I know I'm slaughtering the name of this beautiful town, this beautiful water-surrounded town at the moment, of Mediolanum. And Mediolanum, governed by Tristano, who's here with us, and we didn't actually ask him for permission to all come crowd his place here. It just happened to be the place where we were as we were running around testing this this issue. I wonder if I can fish in that water since there's no train. Won't let me.
I doubt you will be able to.
No, it doesn't say it. See, the game knows there's train there. So no, sadly I could not go have spontaneous fishing. But anyway, thank you, Tristano, for allowing us to camp here in your place. Apologies for doing it without really discussing it with you ahead of time. And again, the reason why we kind of all jumped on simultaneously is we realized that not only had we launched a version that had considerably more problems than we thought. I mean, if it was just a few shaders that made a few things look white, or the blazons not showing up, that would have been unfortunate, but not probably big enough to debate what we do internally about process or try to revert or rush out another build. But the fact that it shows up with such a high frequency of missing terrain. In fact, I've only, in my 8 or 9 maps I've been on already this afternoon, only one of them did have terrain. So that's a much bigger snafu than we realized originally that we had let loose. But then, of course, because of the nature of our build process, another build had already been launched off, so it was difficult for us to revert or repatch and other things. So in any case, we kind of got stuck where we are. So since we're stuck, we're coming in to provide live entertainment to go along with your somewhat broken game entertainment.
Richard, have we explained what a shader is yet?
Oh, I doubt it.
I actually don't know. I know. I
can.
I know we talk about it, and I have a general sense of what it is.
Well, let me explain that. The best place to explain it, if Atos isn't already looking at those chests again, a shader is just a custom piece of code that goes on top of the basic modeling of an object. If you think about that chest that's there in front of us, that chest was built by an artist to have, 4 sides and the bottom and a curved top, all made of polygons, and they made a texture that they applied to that chest. But then a shader is sort of a custom piece of code. The game has quite a number of shaders. I don't know if it's in the hundreds or in the thousands these days, but each shader tells that chest unique things it should do. Like, should it have little bits of shine on it? Should it have a little bit of bump on it? How the computation of lighting and the 3 space that the chest is sitting within kind of interact together. And there's a variety of shaders that are applied to a variety of different parts and pieces of the game. And so every time we do a major overhaul or major update, like this one we just had migrated to a new version of Unity, it means there's danger that some of those shaders either won't work or need some modification. And we usually pretty thoroughly test that stuff. But obviously in this case, not only did it's common that 1 or 2 will slip through the cracks. It's not common to see what you see now, which is some of the really giant pieces fell through the cracks. And more importantly, they fell through in the cracks in a way that is hard for us to quickly recover. So anyway, that's what shaders are. I'm guessing the terrain being missing is also a shader. Is that correct, Atos? Would that also be likely a shader issue?
Yes, that was one. There are actually multiple different issues. At least 2, probably a third, but the terrain was one where 2018.3 has a new feature in it that it's got a bunch of new features in it, which is why we switched to it, but there's some good ones for performance. One of them is a new way that it handles terrain, where it can do terrain instancing. It basically pushes a lot of the work for the terrain off to the GPU. So we're all excited about that because we'd love to have some bigger maps, and terrain gets to be one of the big things. It'll drag down the CPU in many maps. But anyways, not quite working as expected. But it works in a number of maps, and we still like trying to understand which ones and why and how to fix it. But anyway, so we just rolled back all of the terrain instance that had been turned on. And that one is one that I think people tested, but as you know, many of the maps seem to work just fine, and you can't see anything wrong with them. And I think it's just the ones that we went to were working fine. And yeah, you can see, again, it's falling back to the default shader, so you can see these tiles. They do not have a normal map. Yeah, they don't have a bump map in the whatever fallback shader they have. It's just basically it's throwing up a RGB color up there, and that's it. These guys over here had more complex stuff going on, and they fell back to an even worse shader that pretty much, I'm not even sure what it's showing there, but it's pretty much blah. Yeah, it's just gray. Hey, Winslow.
And another thing I'll throw out here too is just as a personal push. I personally enjoy being the most highly friended person in the game, and so if you're hearing my voice, and especially if you're in the game, and we're not already friends in the game, please type /friend space Lord space British, capital Lord capital British, and if you /friend Lord British. It will bring me up a friends notification, and I always, there we go. Hi, Laranya. We're now friends. Mischief, I just sent you a friend request from me since I noticed that we weren't friends. And I'm just going to throw out some, and thank you, Dust Rider, Lone Wolf, and George Kanguru, and Strider Green as well, and Uruz Shade Moon, sorry. As well. Good to meet you all. Good to have you all as friends. And I really do, when I get in, the thing I do, when I'm not just, and hello, Kellen Vale, when I'm not debugging like we are right now, the thing I really do like to do is when you see me jump on, you should get a notification, and you'll see that I'm in game. And if I'm in game not debugging, it means I really want to go on an adventure myself. I was talking with Minerva earlier today and noting the fact that, I don't generally take the time to, fit out a house and craft furniture and stuff. It's too easy the temptation to cheat versus the time to put it in to do it right. I will often, I don't play like a real player, but I do like to play close to being a real player other than making sure I don't die, going on adventures with people. So do feel free to message me and invite me to go out on or join you in the middle of an adventure if you see that I've popped in the game. It's about a 50-50 chance whether I'm in debugging or in there to go adventuring. And hello, Rhiannon Rogue, and hello, Tyrandus Cloudborn, and hello, Rogue Synapse. We are now all friends. Glad to be with you.
I have someone asking me about items that they have a website they want to know. It's actually, I think, someone right around here, Winslow. Yes, this person right here who's asking about a website, was it legit? And it was like some website selling third-party stuff. So our policy has always been the same, which is we don't have the manpower to police third-party websites like other people selling stuff in games. So we pretty much just stay out of it. We have like 2 people that are trusted traders that work through us that we can say they're solid, but any other places we don't know, and we just stay out of it. We of course would prefer you give us, buy the stuff from us, not them, but they do have some collectible items that like we don't sell anymore. So,
and I'm just going to give away some random stuff to people that are here in Mediolanum. I'm going to give away one of my skulls here, and I just gave it away at random. I picked somebody who was in the town. And I'm sending it to Z. Z, you now have a skull of Lord British. So hope you enjoy that. Don't put it to too many uses in the black arts, but you may do as you wish.
And I'm following. Go ahead.
Thank you for the friend, Lanthius Firestorm. Thank you for friending me.
And thank you, Z of Silverdale, for keeping yourself in second place there with 500. And thank you, Sean Butts, for 100. And Thank you. Oh man, it's hard to see that. Chimin something for the follow, and also Bobby Schwagener for the follow, and Viper Mortal for 100 bits, and Pello83 for the follow. Bring on the follows. Apparently
You guys are being very kind, despite our having failed you. So we're really jumping in today. Oh, and probably what we should say, we had a regularly planned weekly big live stream today. We actually are punting or moving that live stream to next Friday, where we'll have the standard list of things we're going to go through and updates to go through with everybody. We decided to push that one because some of the team are working on getting all these things addressed today. And today the game is not in that great a show-off position. Somebody dumped a pail of water on your head, Atos. Somebody was doing that to me the other day on the fishing expedition. Oh, look, they threw it on me. Whoever that is, I'm gonna if I find them, I wish I could banish them somewhere, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. But whoever if that's the same person who was doing it at the fishing expedition, they're pretty good at it. I've tried to chase them down before and failed every time. But sorry. And hello, Lyra Magnuson. Very good to be your friend as well.
And by the way, we have, of course, Keith Sanyo here. If you have any pot work that gets done, if you have quest bugs that get fixed, he's the guy hiding in the background somewhere, I believe, is... Oh, no, he's not on the stream. Is Undone. Let me see if I can get him on the stream.
Oops, all right.
Yeah, I thought he was on the stream, I guess not.
And again, I'll say thank you to Tristano for being our momentary, our unexpected location for us to run this live stream from. Apologies and thanks. And Silently, very nice to be your friend. Diamond, very nice to be your friend as well. Thank you.
Okay, I think we now have Undone on the phone.
Excellent. Greetings, Undone.
Oh, I heard some rumbling.
I sort of heard you.
Yeah. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Are you trapped under something heavy? Should we send help? Anyways, another thing we had. Oh, and we just had Famines for 100 bits, and then Sinash Kazagal for 1,000. Oh, they're making it competitive this month in terms of cranking up the bits. That's the bits run for a month, by the way, in case you're wondering what that time frame is.
I see. So I should still be in there somewhere. Probably way down the list, but I'll check. And thank you for friending me, Duditz, and Arn Magnuson, thank you as well.
And how much pocket lint do you have? How much stuff do you have that you're going to give away?
I got lots.
Okay.
And there's a post box right here in this town, conveniently located. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close this down, so you guys have 5 seconds to do your exclamation mark raffle. And thank you again, Sinash Kazagal. I see you've jumped into second place there. We love it when you guys make that stuff competitive. But I'm going to do the close giveaway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And closed. Oh, Sheldon, you guys were probably already in there. I know some of you were just double checking to make sure. And here we go. Here comes the winner. Drum roll, please. And pick a winner. Gleppo 1.
Gleppo 1. Gleppo 1. Okay. You mean Gleppo, not Gleppo has 1, or do you mean Gleppo 1?
Gleppo
O-N-E?
underscore O-N-E.
Underscore O-N-E. Very good. I'll check make sure
Send
Gleppo's
him some
online.
pocket lint. Well, you do that. I'm going to go ahead and put up some other thing here for a... we'll shoot for maybe a 3 o'clock drawing on this. Let's see. I was going to find something... How about... Uh-oh. Now they're getting serious there. Snugs, 5,000 bits. Whoa. So Snugs was number 1 last month, by the way. You will notice that Snugs has a PvP, or has a MVP by his name. There's only 2 people who have that. I gave that to the guys last time. For the guys out in the audience, out there, we will not judge, but I think I'm going to do a ballet outfit and do this here. Ballet emotes. I can't do that one. Okay, how about we'll do... How about an obsidian cloth armor set then?
And I have
There we
now
go.
sent Glepo1 your rewards of some handmade Lord British armor, a shield in particular, actually, a very powerful shield, as well as I included the skeletal hand that I lost in a previous battle. They are
Lord
for you.
British doesn't lose battles.
He does occasionally when he doesn't cheat. It's just that I cheat. I don't not cheat very often. Did I say that right? That double negative correctly stated?
I don't not cheat. I cheat.
I cheat most often.
Yes.
Which means I don't not cheat very often.
Thank you, Z of Silverdale. Thank you, iStar Strider. You guys are going nuts on us here. It's early in the month, guys. Pace yourselves. Pace yourselves.
And
Wait.
the Unigirl, nice to be your friend. And Edison Charger, very nice to be your friend.
Oh, look, and all these people are friending me, too. Rain and Silently and Rihanna Rogue. Ugh. I'm going to claim that I have number 2, the second most friends in the game. By the way, the raffle is open for the Obsidian Cloth Armor. We won't keep this one open that long, so you guys jump in. Again, this is a day of gifting and apologies for what you see around you here. Sadly, we can't make the build go any faster. Let's see how we're doing here. But
And then, of course, we also don't really know if the build will fix the problem, but we sure hope so.
yeah, it looks like we got about 2 hours left on it. So we'll see how that goes, but should be. We're gonna do it tonight. If this doesn't fix it, then we're gonna stay up late and kick off another one to try to push out tomorrow morning. Because the most important thing, as I'm sure Richard you will agree, is that this must be perfect for the dance party tomorrow.
I agree. That is the most important part. Dance
Sure.
parties are what we live for.
Straight from Star's mouth. Dance party better be good tomorrow.
Yeah. Hello, Swami. Good to be your friend as well. And hello, Old Sup. As good to be your friend as well. All right. Who is it that's throwing... How can I track down the person throwing buckets of water on my head all the time? How do I find these people? Are they invisible? How is this working?
It should give a message there. But I usually just, when they start doing that type stuff, I'll slow it down so I can see them doing it. No? Is it a magic trick? What is it? What? Oh, I see. Now it's going slow. All right. Let me back up here, and I'm going to keep an eye on the field. It's nice that you have that power. So there you go, folks. Now you're all going in slow motion. Whoever does that this time, we're going to find you. We will track you down. And I'm doing the jump buffs for anybody I see. Because the only thing more fun than slow-mo is if you get jump buffs in slow-mo.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
you will probably die from these jump buffs, by the way. I apologize for that part.
Oops. Be careful. Be careful with your jumps. Oh yeah, I see some badly damaged players. Whoa, there went somebody way off the top of the sky. Way up. Way up. Oh, they're way up there. Dude. They are like, look up, Atos. And see what your sky jumps have done. There's still some people who aren't dead yet and are on the ground. They must need some buffs. I give them these guys. Again, this is our apology tour for the crappy state of today's build. They got pushed out. And thank you for friending me, Novia Publication Book something. Book merchant. Nice. Oh, I see that bucket way up in the air. I see the bucket coming down. Now, how do I see who it is?
Cool. And I'm falling behind again. Let's see. Z of Silverdale. I don't even know where the insanities stopped last time. Z of Silverdale for 1,000 bits. Thank you very much. iStar Strider staying on top. For 3,000 bits. Artemis Sacrifice, thank you very much. 100 bits for all the stuff you do. Snugs, 100 bits. Ranbo 2 for 500 bits. That's a new name. I like seeing the new names out there. Also, because I know Artemis was asking this, it sounds like two of the dungeon rooms that came out, the encounter rooms, you can be upgraded, swapped over to be the non-encounter to encounter. But apparently one I might have missed. They're saying the Lich Room from the Rise can't be converted. It will drop in game, and that's kind of the plan. Was like long term, people will be, you'll get some that are encounter and some that are others. But this is just for now. If you wanted to convert a bunch of existing ones you had, you can do it. Who is the tank? Says Crag Foothills is texture broken. Yes.
I'm trying to figure out if
Many
it's
games.
Luna Argento here of Lunos, if that's the bucketeer with a bird, mechanical bird here following him around. Well, it might just be following somebody random that's not for blame.
Apparently, I've not. I need to get a buff everyone in scene.
Lunos. There's Lunos. Lunos, is it you that's doing it? Confess. Confession is good for the soul. Says some other system of virtues other than the one found in this game. In this world. In this realm.
And also, thank you, Snugs, again. Thank you. Oh, another new name I haven't seen before. Balatar Pathfinder and Snugs again immediately after that. Snugs. Oh, and also, I guess I should tell people now before I forget that I'm going to be doing... Maxine has her second haircut tomorrow. She's only had her haircut once before, so this will be her second haircut. My wife and Maxine, my daughter, are going to get a haircut, which means they're going to be out of the house for like 3 hours, which means I'll be doing at least a 3-hour stream tomorrow. I'm planning on streaming from right around noon until whenever they get home, which will probably be around 4 o'clock. So you can join me for that. I'll do some pet testing, since Snugs is being so generous. Oh, one bit. What? Oh, I see. That's to stay ahead of Ice Star Strider. I got it. But I'll do some pet testing. I'll do some bug testing. I'll do lots of stuff tomorrow on the stream. Lots of chatting. Lots of prizings. Tons and tons. And maybe I'll have my question bot ready so we can actually take questions in an intelligent way where you guys do ! Question and it dumps it into a Google Doc so we can all see it shared. Rainbow 2, question, how do you convert existing rooms to encounter rooms? Well, the two that apparently are working, you just put them up on a table with 500 crowns and a stone chisel. Again, you don't have to pay to convert them. That's just if you want to convert old ones over to be the encounter ones, you can do that. They will also drop if you want to go and farm those and just leave the ones you have if you don't want to do any crowns. Again, it felt like in the short term it felt a little money grubbing-ish to do the crowns, but in the long run it's really you're going to be farming. They're both going to be dropping in kind of equal numbers and you'll be able to just pick and choose, and that kind of become a different item. So I put it in there now so you guys have a convenient way to do it now. And let's see. Oh, Skeggy Media raid. I thought he already raided us once. Thank you, Skeggy Media, for your 5 people. What are the 2 rooms, Lancel Lancermain says. Lancel, the rooms are the Owl's Head sewers, which, yes, it really is dropping in-game. It apparently is much more rare than I thought. I doubled the rate at which it drops. And also the... Oh, crap, what's the other one? The Rotunda from Hilt. That also drops, and there's an encounter version of that drops as well. And that one's the Kobold one. So there should be, and apparently the Lich Room's in there, but it does not drop. Or it does not convert, so I gotta go look and see what happened to that. And also there is a Troll Room, which is in the game, but is not dropping. But I can go show that. We still have a bug that also on the dungeon stuff we know about the experience not showing up. And One and Only is looking at that now. But you aren't getting experience for some of the encounters. You get them for others, and you aren't getting loot from any of the encounters. Which again, it has to deal with some type of static ID generation that's not working properly. But we're aware of it, and it's being worked on. It may not make the weekend patch, because right now, I consider that to be a big problem, but have you seen this? Huh? Have you seen that?
What? Where?
No,
What?
no
What?
ground. Ah, I fell in the lava. All right, did you catch your bucketeer?
I do know who the bucketeer is.
All right, then I'm going to do a time scale up here.
Yeah, she gets the speed back to normal. Now I've got to figure out how I'm going to reap my revenge.
And Skeggy Media, not only a raid, but 500 bits. Gave us 100 bits for every person they raided us with. Thank you very much, Skeggy. Oh, and as people have seen the last couple days, I've been running like Unity in the background, and it's occasionally locked up everything. I'm running Unity in the background. I'm actually importing the live build so I can try and figure out some of this stuff in a little more rapid manner. So anyways, if we hang up or freeze up, that's why. And yes, there is a giveaway going on right now for obsidian cloth armor. Get in there. And we will be closing that up soon. You want to see, are you watching any of the questions go by?
Oh, whoops, I have not been. But hello, Blackbeard. Good to be a friend of yours. And yes, I can bring up the questions now. The questions in Twitch.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Lord of Honesty has one. Wonder how many work hours a new hairstyle would take. It's painful. It's one of those things where it seems like it should go quick, but it's probably 2 to 3 man days once you get all the different stuff done for it. Because it's part of it is the modeling and making it look good with the type of lighting model we have, deferred rendering. But also a lot of it is just the hooking up and setting up all the data and testing it and making sure it works right with helmets and making sure it works right with all these. It's something that seems really simple, but it's actually pretty tough. So it's about 2 man days to do a new hair, and then of course, if you do that, that only works for half the people in the game because now you got to do one for the other sex. So that's why you don't see too many new hair things.
Yeah, and I would actually add to that we've actually had a backlog still of doing things like beards that nicely flap in the breeze and like cloth sim and stuff on it. We've never managed to get much of that going yet, and that explains kind of why we're there's a number of things related to hairstyles that we still have yet to do, in my mind.
Oh yeah. And also, while I'm thinking about it here, if there's anyone in the scene with us here that is a dungeoneer, someone who makes dungeons, let me know. I will give you the troll room and a troll totem, and then maybe we can wander over and check it out together. I think it's mostly working. We will see. But just message me in game if you are. Again, that's for those who are new on the stream. That's why I have the dog cam here. It's not because I think you guys want to see my dog all day. You should want to see my dog all day. But it's also to cover up my chat so people can't see anything. Alright, I got a taker there. Let's see. Where is that person? Oh. Jump up and down, person.
There are still some people jumping pretty high. Are you you still got the jump? Yeah, you do. You still got that mega jump going.
All right. Yeah, I see. No, it's a dead body that I think was placed. I'm trying to find this person. Where is this person? We talk for a minute. Distract him. Say some Richard stuff.
All right. Well, now that I have found the person who I want to punish, and I've summoned them here before me, I realize that's the way I control somebody, is I can summon them whenever they try to get away. Yeah. You can try to run, but now that I know who you are, I can always summon you back. I have that capability,
All right, Wolfgar, give me 1 minute here. I'm going to have to click over to Unity to get the exact name for the room. And for those who missed it, what I'm doing is I'm giving this Wolfgar gentleman here the Troll Rotunda, the Troll Dungeon Room and the Troll Totem, so he can go set it up so we can go play it. So we'll have to teleport to him in a little while.
I see. Now we have more than he's got some people helping him out.
All right, and thank
It's a whole
you.
conspiracy, Richard.
It is. It's not me. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. It's not me.
Thank you, Viper Mortal and John Marcus. I like Viper Mortal. He paces himself. He goes slow. He gives, anytime he hears something he likes, I think he just does like 100 bits or something. So, thank you. And again, I am working on getting this fine gentleman a dungeon room. Let's see if I can get this over there. Oop. There we go. Let's see, there's one. Now let me get you a totem. Troll. Totem. I'll give you a 3. That's pretty high. Now I'll give you a 2, and then maybe I'll let you keep it. Alright, Wharfgar, you have a job to do. Go out there and place your, find a place to put that in your dungeon. By the way, I think it takes up like 40 or 50 points. I hope you got a little room. But place that in your dungeon and then let us know when you are ready, and I will teleport over. Anybody else who wants to can come over too. We'll summon you in. We can have a party in the dungeon. We'll see how long that takes them. Hey, we're at 2:38. That seems like a good time for me to click a prize button over here. Since we're doing
I agree.
Do it.
Do it. And if they're in game, I can send them a prize right here. I'm going to go back to that post office mailbox there, so I can send them some stuff.
This is going to be the Obsidian Cloth. Where's that? Where's the post office? Is it right around here somewhere?
They're right here. Yeah.
Right here. Where is right here?
Down the main hallway a bit.
Aha. Alright, so let me go ahead and you guys need to do your raffle thing. Last chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to give you like 3 seconds here. You know, because there's a little lag in terms of Twitch. And close. Hope you got in. And here goes the pick the winner. Corsevius. Congratulations, Corsevius. I'm sending this to you right now.
Oh, and sorry, somebody dueled me, and of course that was a mistake.
Your name is not Corsevius in game.
And hello, Gabby Johnson. I'm now your friend. Thank you. And Enaluki Walpurga. We are now friends also. Thank you.
Aha.
How many friends do you have, Richard? Did you share
There's
that
no way to
count?
get a count, but there's
Undone can tell you.
if I try to think how many top to bottom screenfuls it is, and hello, Icky Radamanthus. We are now friends also. But just here in this town, there's a one full top to bottom screenful. Online, there's 2, 3, 4, 5 more screenfuls. Then offline, that is only 5% of my friends. Then offline is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and maybe up to a small percentage still of my total. 16, 17, 18. Anyway, it goes on and on and on. It's not worth scrolling all the way down through it all, but it's a lot. Many hundreds. It's actually so many that when I get in the game and hit the Control F for friends, I have to wait for it to show up.
Yeah,
because it doesn't show up until it's actually read them all once.
Yeah, Richard is our test case for breaking things. Thank you, Snugs, twice. Thank you, Snugs. And thank you, John Marcus. I forget if I had called you out or not. And that is, Richard, that's one of the things we can get onto our list. In case you didn't know, one of the things we talked about and we felt was safe and some low-hanging fruit and will bring a lot of enjoyment to all sorts of people in the game, is we're doing a ranking system for R65. Basically letting people having just tons of rank. Because I think people know, I've pulled up data for them before and shown them. You can see data on, everything. If we do just a little bit of digging, get the right search in there, we can pull that. So we're going to start generating a bunch of different charts at night so that they're visible in game. So it's not just. I mean, obviously there's stuff like, hey, PvPers, you can have PvP ranking in game. Won't be as cool as the Apple Rust, the bot one on Discord, because he has more of like a cool scoring system. It'll just be more brute numbers. But then there's also like, hey, you can go like, how about fishing? How about if we show the top people for fishing? Okay, well, we can show the top towns for fishing. We can show the people who sold the most number of items off vendors. We can show the people who crafted the most items. We can show the people who harvested the most crops. Like all those things that are just kind of fun stuff that we can easily go query. So we've got a Wizard Smoke is working on a generic system so we can have Undone pull a bunch of these data things and dump them into a format that we can read easily in game that'll be generated like on an hourly or a nightly basis, and then we'll keep score, well, not keep score, but we'll keep count so you can see who all the top people are in the game at different things. So anyways, I was thinking that'd be cool if we had a person with the most friends, because of course you would be at the very top.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wholeheartedly endorse that, so please do.
If only Undone would come join our chat. He joined us there for a minute. I heard him like rumbling around and...
Maybe that was one of us.
No, I think it was him.
Iron Fist Warhammer survived quite a few hits by me, but Lou Centro, I'm sorry, but I had you targeted before I accepted the duel, and you did not survive long. Apologies. Not really, but, sort of apologies.
And somebody, Dugan Red Hammer. Oh, there's a number of Red Hammers out there. The person that won the last one, Ryan Mercury was his name, and I already sent him his present.
Who did?
And let's see, who else did I forget here? Zintrock, follow, Snugs 100, I forget if I'd already called that one out. Vipere Mortal again, pacing himself with another 100 bits. Did we? No, Richard's there. He just put his thing on there. I think he's got people. Kids, whatever. What a nice map you have behind you.
You like it?
Yeah.
Let's go a little bit. I tried to hang it. I'm trying to improve my the workspace. I guess it's still up a little bit too high. I need to drop it a little bit more.
Yeah, my workspace keeps getting worse and worse in here. I've got one of the cameras where I can do the chroma replace and it'll pull out everything. But it doesn't work that great, probably because I got the whole salt and pepper hair thing going on because I'm old. And then also...
bald.
It keeps...
And old.
Yeah, bald and old. But it keeps pulling my hair out of it. But also the bigger problem was it kept crashing my stream and my camera would go black and I'd have to unplug and replug in my camera. But it was cool sometimes. Oh, look at my cute puppy dog.
Hey, thanks Gabby Johnson for the kind words. And hello Jack Ma for my new friend. I don't know if that name means very much to others, but we know Jack Ma, the incredibly good investor. But without that regard, if that's related to why you picked that name or it's your real name, hello, Jack Ma. Good to be friends.
And here's a name I haven't got to say lately that I love saying, which is Scooby-Doo. 300 bits, thank you very much. And Jahed Case, thank you for the follow. That's,
all right.
For those who don't know, that's when I do my streams, that's the thing I look for the most. I mean, obviously I want bits and I love the competition, that stuff, and the subs, but the follows are what we really want, because the number one reason we do these streams is to get new people into the game, and I am happy to announce it actually seems to be working pretty well. We've had a uptick. Undone has been tracking that, and he actually plotted a graph, and right around the same time I started the streams...
Uh-oh.
I hear an echo.
Your mic. Something happened with your mic.
My mic?
That's right. I've started tracking.
Oh, that's who's doing it.
Oh, there's a robot
Dr.
here.
Bob.
Welcome.
That's who's the echo coming out.
And a puppy
My
dog.
dog.
And hey, by the way, guys, hate to mention it here too, but since we're going to move our official stream till next week, I need to take care of something with the kids this week instead of next week. That's a few blocks away, so I'm going to have to sign off here in a moment. Take the kids to a kid event appointment that I'll have to push from last week to this week, and but I will leave it in all of y'all's good hands. And thank you for all the folks. I just joined another friend and I didn't say their name online. Apologies. Who was it?
Trad Silent
anyway,
Song just added me.
But in any case, thank you for all my new friends. Thank you all for joining us in here in Mediolanum. And Iron Fist, thank you for the duel. And in any case, thank you all. Carry on, and I will be back after taking care of the kids. If you guys are still on, I'll come join you again. But it's just down the street. My flight thing.
Yeah, you were
All right.
our surprise guest today,
Thanks.
Richard. We appreciate you stopping by. Hodor isn't big enough there. I fixed Hodor. Now he's the proper size. Hodor. That is somebody I'm personally excited about the Game of Thrones returning. I don't know about you guys, but the challenge for me is going to be figuring out when to watch it. Because I have a 5-year-old. And it is generally not very age-appropriate material.
What?
I'm still going to watch it. And you guys need to join in harassing Richard with me, because he has not read the books or watched the show, and I keep trying to tell him it's like so like it's good, and it's kind of like it reminds me of Ultima in a number of different ways, and it's kind of like a world that like didn't appear to have that much magic, but then as you get into it, more and more magic and dragons and other stuff. But anyways, love it.
It's good. I like Westworld better, but that's a personal
Oh,
thing.
I'm behind here. The Bonsai 28. The 28th Bonsai. 100 bits, thank you very much. Oh, Zentrock. I think Zentrock's trying to be a player here. 1,000 bits. He's a player. Yeah, that moves you into the top 10 there, Zentrock. Not that I'm watching. Let's see. Richard's gone, so we should probably answer some questions. Oh, Worfgar. Oh, actually, I take that back. I am going to teleport over to Worfgar. If any of you suckers would like a teleport to check this out, check out the dungeon room, just give me a whisper, and I will right-click summon you over. Sanyo, are you in game?
I'm not. I'm patching.
Oh.
I've been patching.
Oh, it's an awesome patch.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
It's gonna take me a bit. In the meantime, I'm just sort of working on some random conversation bits, trivial stuff. I decided that the NPCs of Norreach need some slightly unique dialogue.
Let's see, I just summoned Merrick Dragon, E. Honda's Cambria, Iron Fist, nope, Cersei. Oh, I just zoned, oh, man!
Uh-oh. What was that?
Well, you've probably done this a number of times. You do the right-click menu on somebody's name, if you're a GM anyways, and you'll get you can summon player, and that's the easiest way to do it, rather than try and type out all these crazy long names.
Right.
But right next to that one on the menu is zone to player, so I zoned to someone.
Well, at least you didn't accidentally, ban him or something.
Alright, let me zone back to Worfgar, and then I'll do some more summoning of you other guys. Oh, and thank you, Elron, King of Elves. Oh, wow, that's some good red spam I just had come up on my screen. Thank you for the bits, Elrond. Another long-time supporter and master crafter. I actually, last week I gave out, trying to find some prizes, and I gave out a couple of his items. Oh, and look, Richard left this, and then the prize that we're supposed to be giving out is random crap from Lord British. All right, so whoever wins this, I'm going to go ahead and close this one as soon as I get over here. And whoever wins this one, I'll send an email message Richard and tell him to send you some random crap. And then we'll put up another crown type drawing thing. Oh, and also, there's a special I had been doing earlier this week that I had some good response on. Oh, yes, thank you for the mojito. There's Famines. In case you guys didn't know, if you are a subscriber, you can get the cool mojito icon. And also a cool Dark Star icon. And I'm going.
Oh, is that in now? The one
yeah.
with the headphones. Oh, there it is. Nice.
Yeah, I need to go apply for partner again. They haven't denied us, but they haven't approved us. I applied as soon as I applied for affiliate, I was like, oh, everybody gets this, right? Everybody gets turned into a partner. Apparently not. It's kind of a big deal. I have since found out. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. What is happening? Something horrible is going on my client here. Oh, I think I know what this is. There's with the lovely squares. I still see that's going on. That's good. Hold on. I think I know what's going on there. Let me check something real quick. Yes, that has to be what it is. Hey, Undone, are you watching? You're listening. I'm sure you're listening. It looks like if I zone to someone in the adventure scene, it doesn't properly handle the Navmesh until I get in there. That's my guess anyways. So it actually reveals the scene to me, and it's building Navmesh in the background. And I'm just guessing that because Shroud of the Avatar is eating up 99% of my CPU time, and the only thing that could ever do that is Navmesh generation. Let me see if there's anybody else here I need to summon. I forgot where I was. I think I didn't get Cersei. Summon. Very carefully summon by Pure Mortal. And you guys will probably, the guys I'm summoning right now, you probably will also see this bug, which is you'll come in and the frame rate will be, I would describe it as poopy. For about 30 seconds or so. And if you sent me a message, I'm not even reading your message. I'm just summoning you. Sorry about that if you didn't want to be summoned. Summon. So yeah, all these people that I'm summoning right now are going to be in a poopy state when they get here. And for those who don't know, that's when you enter into the scene. That's normally, we aren't rendering that stuff. We're just keeping things shut down, not showing you the scene until we get the Navmesh for the entire thing built. Let's see. Applesauce Pants, I think he might be the #1 creature killing according to Undone. Maybe he can update us on that. Is he even in the stream?
That's a great name, by the way. Applesauce Pants.
And Buckaroo Bonsai. Okay, so these Applesauce Pants and those guys just zoned in, and they're like, why is my frame rate so bad? Randbo the Stud. Apparently we're going to have a party here in this dungeon here. Now I can join Wharfgar. Hold on 1 second. I'm hearing something weird up elsewhere. Okay. Now I know. Sorry, I'm home alone, except for Mojito. And as you might have noticed, Mojito jumped up alert. There was some weird sound going on out there. It is the Roomba. Apparently it's battling something in the house. and dragging something around the house. Alright, so where's this troll room? It's not over there. For those who don't know or just joined in the stream, new players, well, one, there's a lot of problems going on right now that we will have fixed momentarily, any minute now. Fortunately, dungeons look pretty nice and don't seem to be having too many problems. But if you see a lot of stuff that has what look like bad textures on it, that's from the bug. These are obviously player-caught fish. Crafted by Van, caught by Van, and Ravensmore. Gives you the date, the weight, the fish length, 4.1. Holy cow. Oh man, that's like a massive shark. I don't think I've seen one that big before. That's crazy. 4.1 shark. I just happened to stumble on that. Let's see. But somewhere in here, I guess he's got a dungeon, he's got a troll thing. I'm guessing it's that way where the people are going. Hopefully they're going to leave some. Oh, look. Wolfgar's jumping up and down. I guess that means he wants us to follow. But for those who don't know, this is a player-crafted dungeon. These are all pieces like you can... I think these in particular... oh, look at the fish! Holy cow. Those in particular are some that I think he bought in the store, but it's just because they're fancy. Then these are all things that are drop in-game. And again, this right here is that some of the poopy I was mentioning. That's the visual poopy, not the slow poopy. Oh yeah, and it still has that block right at the middle. I gotta try and fix that. So this is a tier 2 dungeon room. Oh, come on, trolls. Are you really not working? No, you're working. No? Ah! Hey, one and only, are you watching? Hold on, guys. I'm talking to one and only. Well, you can see how many hit points these have as they stand there and not fight back. Trolls on stream not fighting back. Okay, it sounds like one and only knows the problem, and he has created an integration test for it. So he will get that fixed. I guess until then, well, this is the only troll room that's been added to the game. Looks like that one might be fighting back. That's interesting that some are and some are not. Let's see if these guys are fighting back. Are you gonna fight me? Hey, buddy. Nope, just gonna stand there and let us slaughter him. Oh, you know, I think I know what's actually going on here. This is actually probably undone. If you're watching the stream there, people saying, some of the people that I summoned are saying that Ring of Fire is not working. So again, when I zoned in, it built the Navmesh when I zoned in, which is why I had horrible frame rate there for a few frames. But I'm thinking some other people, they said that they didn't get any slowdown. Poor Torque Doll, he's just going to stand there and let him beat him. So I'm thinking that these guys actually spawned, but that there's not a Navmesh for them, which makes them horribly, horribly broken when that is the case. So you're getting to see, again, we got a few bugs. So that's, for those who didn't know, this is the apology stream. Because this release has been so rough, there's a number of reasons for that. One was we made a huge Unity upgrade. That's to blame for a lot of the stuff you see, a lot of the bad graphics. Just some things that didn't used to behave in certain ways did start behaving in certain ways and we don't see it in the editor. We only see it when we get a live build out to you guys. It still should have been tested, and we didn't do a proper test on it, and that some of that is due to not only did we have the big Unity switch, but for whatever collision of events, about half the team was out for half the release. Some out even more. Sanyo was out with the family in town. Oh, Mojito's on top of the covers. And Burning Toad was in China and Japan. He is now back. And Wizard Smoke was out. And just when they all got back, Lord Subtleton left for Barcelona to go hang out with Tassilo. That's not what he's actually doing. But he is going to Barcelona for a special birthday that I won't name the birthday because it's, when you get old, you start getting touchy about such things. Alright, well, you guys see exactly how tough this would be if creatures do not fight back. There you go. Ring of Fire, Meteor Shower isn't working. Yeah, so if you guys are seeing Ring of Fire and Meteor Shower not working, let me try that. That's a good test there. You can't do a Ring of Fire unless you get a Navmesh. Let me see. I wonder if that's working elsewhere, but just not down here. I sure hope they aren't getting experience for these things. Or loot. Let's see. Okay. No loot. At least that's one less thing to worry about. And how did Fred Flintstone die-ish? Alright, so you guys are in there. You can already see that it is, these guys are pretty broken. This sounds like this may be related to the exact same problem that One and Only is working on. Yeah, Lancel, I'm seeing the same thing you are. I'm actually going to zone back outside to try and see if it is everywhere. Or if it is just in the dungeon. Did I really get lost already? See, there's like 4 exits out of there. I forget which one. It's got to be this one. Nope. Guess it was a secret door. I wasn't paying attention when I came through the last time. Yes, there's a floating lantern in that room as well. That part I am aware of. Oh, that's, look. Welcome to our players, new games. Or, our game, new players. Here's the quality you should expect. What do you guys think? Is that pretty cool? Should we leave that like that? Does look a little bit cool. That'd look a little bit cool if it were in the game for about 5 minutes. Not 5 hours to put out a patch. And again,
so someone brings up, will the maps ever be fixed? So most zones have a map instead of current scene not found in map database. That has to do, I guess, with the in-game maps. We don't have a map for every scene. Every once in a while, we put in another one. They all have to be hand-crafted, super unique for every scene, and it takes a little while. So we do a little bit more every so often, but it won't come in one big burst.
Oh, let me go ahead and do the giveaway here while I'm thinking about it and while I'm zoning. So I'm going to close the raffle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm going to pick a winner. Colin Fawn. You, sir, have won random crap from Richard. You should email him in-game is going to be the best way to get him. Let's see. So now I'm gonna do a not random crap from Richard. I will do something. Is there any homes on sale? That's a pretty cool one. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that one. I'll do the ornate triple connection marble dungeon foyer. And I'll make this one a pretty quick one. Again, this is the, for those who are tuning in late, this is the apology show for just how broken things got with this last patch. We have most of it, we believe, fixed in a patch that is finishing up right now. In fact, if you hang out long enough, you might get to see me test that patch live on air. And you may also, as an added bonus, if it does not fix some of the bad problems, you will get to see me cry on stream. Truly cry. And new giveaway open for the ornate... Oh, now it's open. Ornate triple connection marble dungeon foyer. That's a long one to say. But we'll do that one, and I'll make this one pretty quick. Let me check to see how long's left on that release. Let's see. Oh, it's looks like it's done building the levels. So it probably has about an hour and 20 minutes left. Also, for those who have been watching my stream, I do have a new microphone. I'm not using it properly right now, but I got a Blue Yeti microphone. But I got it just in time to pick up the extra noise being caused by a server behind me that I'm building up for the off-site backup stuff. Oh, and I'm like so far behind, it's crazy. Lilu12345. Thank you for the follow. That's a name I've heard before. I'm surprised you aren't already a follower. Zentrock for the sub. Great, love it. Zin for the follow. There's was that who did the? Oh, was that Warfgar giving 1,000? Is that 1,000 bits? Warfgar from the Syndicate gave 1,000, but it didn't quite show up there. I'm not sure why. Zin 300, and then Zentrock 1,000 bits. Oh man, what does it take to get in the top 10 now? Does 1,000 get you in the top 10? 1,000 still gets you in the top 10, just barely. You guys are about to push out poor Stream RPG.
I like how active Mojito is today. It's very entertaining. Oh, and now he leaves.
I'm not sure if you could hear that, but he shakes his head and does the flappy ear thing. When I get up in the morning, for those who don't know, I start my day at about 4 o'clock in the morning every day. And Mojito, of course, follows me nonstop. He sleeps with me, stays in here with me nonstop, even in the mornings. But when I get up to go downstairs get coffee, the thing I have to do now is I used to go and open the door and walk out, but it goes right by Maxine's room where she's sleeping, obviously, at early in the morning. And the thing Mojito would do is he'd get up and he'd follow me out there, and then he'd do the ear shake thing, the slap, flap, 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 flap thing. And Maxine on 2 different mornings yelled, "Dad, you woke me up!" And then, of course, I started an argument with her. I didn't wake you up. Mojito woke you up. Mojito's the one flapping his ears, not your dad. I know. Cool story, bro.
Yeah. She doesn't know who's flapping whose ears. Her eyes are closed.
It could have been
Could have been you.
Corsevius for the sub. Oh, you guys want the mojitos. Yes. Get the mojitos. You got a sub to get a mojito and a Dark Star, and I'm going to be adding some more. I think we're about to get up to I think we're going to be allowed to have 10 of those. So Sanyo, maybe if you're going to be on these streams occasionally, you can get in there. Except, you know what? You actually look like a little bit too much like a... Here, look. Bam, there you go. There's a Keith. Look, everybody, it's a Keith. See the Keith? See? Keith?
No.
Okay, technically it's Dark Star, but there's a Dark Star there that has headphones on. See, you can't tell when it's only 64 by 64 pixels. Yeah, there. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah, so I'm here because I wanted to test the Ring of Fire. Yeah, so Ring of Fire works. So what we were seeing in there was exactly what I thought it was, which apparently teleporting to someone in the dungeon does not properly generate the Navmesh. So that's both why those guys were broken, and also why you can't do a Ring of Fire. That's usually what that means, is the Navmesh is not working properly. I think that... oh no, that's me. Why is Undone not on my call? Why does he hate us? Does he know we're talking about him?
He posted in the other chat that his computer locked up 3 times in the past 30 to 40 minutes.
Let's see. Oh wait, no, I think he's messaging. Yeah. 3. Yes, he did just post saying this computer locked up. At Chris, did you check this? Do you check this ever? Yes, I do check that. It sometimes make that loud beep noise, and I have to go look and see what's going on. But anyway, so yes, so that is what's going on in there, and there should also be some other checks going on for the dungeons if it can't generate stuff, because things will get all sorts of broken if it can't generate a Navmesh during adventure mode. Let's see. Oh, so it does look like Bobby's on there. Bobby, aka Undone. Oh, he's unavailable. Nope, he crashed again. Get a real computer, Bobby. Sorry, Bobby's a Mac and Linux guy. Which pretty much sums up my life's experience with Mac and Linux. Is great operating system, and then half the apps are substandard because why support something that only has 3% market share? We support something that only has 3% market share. And I think we technically have more than 3% these days. Oh, the thing I mentioned earlier was on Undone. Since he's not going to be on here to give any stats, I think I deferred a question to him. But since we started streaming, that actually has shown an uptick in new first-time people in the game. Not just new people in the game, but also people who joined in the last 30 days accounted for almost 10% of our total revenue. So people who came into the game in the last 30 days are actually giving us money. And that saw a major uptick. That was in the 2 to 3% range even just a month or two ago. So that's a significant step up. So that is, I'm going to say it's all the streaming, and because we're such lively on-air characters. Virtual fist bump. Where's the camera? I guess you can't see me. I was going to virtual fist bump Sanyo. I need a little practice on that. I'm going to go and do some questions. I've done questions here for quite a bit. Let's see. When using hotkeys to cycle between mini decks, the last main deck changes to the alternate deck. Possible to have alternate decks stay the same? That's one of those we talked about a lot, that we're trying to figure out what people would actually want. And I think what we actually decided was we figured if you were using hotkeys for your decks, that you probably wouldn't care as much about the alternate. But maybe that's one where we should just completely leave that stuff alone. And not change it all. I can make a note on that. Hold on. Well, let me check the build, see how it's doing. Oh, it's building the character and resource bundle. That means nothing to you guys, but that means we're getting close to the end. There's probably an hour or less before it's done. And also, thank you. Oh, did I fall behind? Did I say Z of Silverdale sub? Did I say that one already? If not, I'm saying it again. Corsivius sub. I think I got that one. And Brigitte Silent Song follow. For those who don't know, you have to be a follower to get into the giveaway. And since you just joined Brigitte, you can do exclamation mark raffle. Or some people call them Bang. I only know one person who calls it a bang, but they call it a bang. Bang raffle. I
I
think
used to work in the printing business, print shops, and we used to call exclamation points bangs all the time.
just because it has fewer syllables, or what?
Yeah, I guess, people like the shorter version.
Oh, let's see. Hold on. What was I pulling up here? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was doing the... Let's see. We're giving away the Marble Dungeon. I've done that. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was trying to pull up my my note stock. Hold on. Do 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 do. Da na 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 da da na da. Ba na 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 da da na 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 da na na da na na. Do you know what tomorrow is? Oh, this can be my justification for doing a long stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 1 month anniversary to my first solo stream that I did here.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations.
Oh, and thank you Soul Sota for the follow, and thank you Rinaldi the Green Guy for the follow, and thank you Vipere Mortal. That's it, buddy. Pacing yourself for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you.
Doing it by yourself, what are the biggest lessons you learned?
Not sure if this is appropriate content for on air. No, my lessons is one, come in with a little bit prepared, writing down a few notes for things.
Yeah.
So
something to talk about.
Yeah, so you have fallback stuff to talk about. If you hit a dead spot, go do a raffle. Do a giveaway. That's kind of my goal is usually, and this is not exact science, but I watch to see, like, are people giving lots of bits today? Because I try to kind of give out, in-game dollars equivalent to whatever Twitch dollars or whatever they give out on stuff. So always be generous with the giveaways. Let's see, what else? I need to come up with, and I'll get this set up, but the plugin, I'm going to try to get it working. I may not get working tomorrow. I've got a lot of yard work to do tomorrow. But a plugin so it can take questions, because it's so hard to keep up with the questions.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to ask you. How do you keep track of who donates and who asks questions and all that going on? The raffle, I guess, is a plugin.
Yes, the raffle is. I'm using Streamlabs chatbot, so you should go look at Streamlabs OBS and Streamlabs chatbot. This is almost like a sitcom TV, because we're sitting here talking to each other like we're the only two people in the conversation, while 212 people watching. So it must be like a bad TV show, like maybe something on NBC or something.
You could switch our windows to be next to each other, and I'll look this way with your window on the side, and you look this way.
Yeah. But the other thing is keep up with the bits and the thank you, so you don't fall behind on that, because they scroll off and you don't see them after a while. Thank you Invico, another long-time supporter, and a guy who's got me drunk a few times by sending me stuff. Not in person, sadly. I'd love to have a drink with the Invico. And Draknian... Oh, whatever. 100 bits. That which lurks. Will there be mythical? Man, that which lurks lives taming. I think it's between that which lurks and Snugs for the taming stuff. Will there be mythical creatures that only high-level tamers with GM spec can tame, such as hydras, chimeras, sphinxes, etc.? Did I say that right? Is it chimera? It's chimera, right?
Chimera?
Yeah, so you see chimera? I was saying chimera. Chimera. You say potato, I say potato. But yeah, so episode 2, we do plan, again, that's one of the things we're going to be having for a number of things. That's not just going to go for crafting stuff as well, but we will be having a whole new tier of creatures. They're slightly above, because apparently you guys do not like the idea of the soft wipe that much, even though I love it as a guy who doesn't have to go and grind. So we will be doing what generally most other games do, which is having basically a new tier of power and difficulty and everything else above the existing levels. So there will be new pets that are basically at least one, if not two notches above the current set of pets, as everything gets ratcheted up, so it can be, everything will go to 11. That goes for crafting, that goes for some skills, that there'll be whole new tiers of skills, and then also for pets as well. I don't know what the fiction is. We've got a number of creatures. You do? Well, of course, that's why you're here. But yeah, we've got a ton of creatures that we just haven't put in, but they probably need a lot of love. Because again, we do have some stuff that we bought from the Unity store. Oh, I just did the screen shake thing. Whew, that was close. Where you shake a window and it minimizes everything.
Oh,
I did that. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. You have any little fiction tidbits you want to share with us?
No, but I did mention before I was giving some. So Norwich is in the northwest of Novia, and it's a little island, a little quiet little island up there. But in my mind, it's the closest community to the new area that will be part of episode 2. So what I'm doing right now is today is I'm making some sort of right now the NPCs in that area, the merchants, the guards, they're just generic. I'm gonna give them some unique dialogue, and I think I might put in some super vague foreshadowing sort of stuff. Nothing too deep, not like a real quest or real hints, but they feel something's going on to the north, and I want to sort of like have the world update a little bit, knowing that episode 2 is coming.
Cool.
So we're slowly working on it. This is I have other bigger picture stuff in mind for episode 2 areas and stories, but that doesn't necessarily mean that episode 1 people can't know that the episode 2 area has something there.
I just remembered, but it was tough getting in words with Richard and you and all the players and all the other stuff early on, but I was going to tell people about the stream special. I think I mentioned I was going to continue the stream special I did before, but I didn't actually, I don't think I said what it was. All blends together. But, let me go ahead and tell you guys the stream special I'm doing, and I think I'm caught up on everybody who's messaged me. Maybe not, I'll go look. I did this morning, I went and checked all my messages on that. I still have about 6 t-shirts to ship, by the way. But the stream special I'm doing today is going to be the same as the last 2, which is if you upgrade your lot before 9 o'clock tonight, I'll give you credit towards a house for up to a third of whatever you spend on. So if you upgrade, you pay like $9,000 to upgrade or whatever, I'll give you 3,000 credit towards a house. If that buys a whole house, I'll just ship it to you. I'll send it to you in the mail.
Wow.
And if it is more than that, you can just pay me the difference. So I think what people saw is a couple people upgraded to some bigger lots, because when you get into the bigger lots, like, a third of the cost upgrade can get you pretty much any house. So I think somebody, I was trying to remember who it was, but somebody got a pirate ship upgrade. So I'll only do that for stuff that is in the store that you can buy on here. If you have a house type that has been no longer available, I think like maybe Obsidians, maybe Viking, like those are no longer available. If you want to upgrade, like you're upgrading from the city or from the town Viking, you're upgrading your lot to the city, and you have the town version of the Viking. If you send me that town Viking, I'll send you a city Viking, or whatever. I'll send you whatever you upgrade to. But you've got to send me that house with the note, because the thing we're not going to do is we're not adding any new people in game, but basically it'll give you an upgrade to it. So anyways, Dorkish says we need more pink houses. I agree. I think Annie DeFranco agrees too.
Someone above was asking, can we share the name yet of the episode 2 expansion? We cannot. That's my answer.
And also, again, Sanyo is the guy that is taking Richard's vision on all that stuff and trying to turn it into something that can actually get in game and turn into something fun for you guys. So Richard's working with Sanyo. So when he's saying this stuff, he's actually the guy. Richard's brain to Sanyo to the game. Oh, it's John Cougar, Little Pink Houses. Sorry. I'm not sure what I was thinking of. Andy DeFranco.
That Which Lurks is asking, can you share the names of some of the pets for episode 2? I think
Bob, John.
I think the answer's no.
Mojito, maybe a pet. Yeah, and we don't know for sure. We know that there's going to be some stuff in there. But yeah, don't know for sure the names. You know, it's actually kind of fun running around town when there's no land in it and playing the little lava game, although I get to these dead ends where you just can't get anywhere else. Yeah, playing the little lava game here. It's awesome. Let me check the build, because that is what I need to be doing. It's still building character and resource bundle. Go faster! For those who don't know, our build times got worse here recently for a number of reasons, but not much fun. Oh yeah, so these...
Graham Wormsbane suggests a 3-headed mojito.
And again, for those who are looking at my screen and saying, what the hell is going on there? This is the current state of the game. Enjoy. And the good news is it does not help your frame rate either to not draw the terrain.
It would have been awesome if this happened 3 days ago.
Yeah, if this had happened on QA. But yeah, so we had some shader changes that went in that
4 days ago.
For a number of reasons did not get proper testing, but there are also issues that do not occur in the editor. So today is actually the apology stream. We actually delayed the Easter egg hunt. If you showed up thinking you were going to be watching the Easter egg hunt, no, this is the great apology stream of shame and misery. While I sit here and watch the next build, hoping it's going to fix these things, but I'll be able to test that here in a few minutes. And also as an added bonus, we showed off some broken troll stuff for the troll room that a lot of people are excited about, but I found that if you use cheat teleport and you teleport directly to someone in the dungeon, it breaks some things in odd ways. But I'm sure Undone is working on that right now. Applesauce Pants. I didn't say anything about you except that Undone was going to give some stats as he's getting ready for ranking stuff. He's doing the data mining stuff to pull cool stuff to put into stats. One of the ones that he pulled as one of his test cases, I believe, was who has killed the most creatures in the past 24 hours. And you were number 1, I believe, with like 1,500 creatures killed in the last 24 hours. So... YOLO Salive, there is no prize phrase today. We will be doing that hopefully next week, but today it is Ghetto Prize, which means prize drawings, which is you do exclamation raffle and thing, and you will be entered. So go ahead and do exclamation raffle, and then I'm going to close this giveaway and give away this dungeon in the next few minutes. Oh, I got to go find the mailbox again so I can ship it off. Closing the raffle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tick, 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 tick. Close. Let's see who got in. Oh, and I'm behind again. Am I behind again? It looks like a repeat. Wolfgar, the Syndicate, 1,000 bits, but doesn't show up. Your name doesn't show up. You're magic. And then YOLO Salive for 100 bits. Let's see how the top 10 list is doing here. Oh, we got some competition there. You can still get in the top 10 with 1,000 bits, though. No one's been mean enough to push out Stream RPG yet. Anyways, let's pick a winner, and then I'm going to put up another prize, and I'll make this one a good one, because we're getting kind of towards the end of the stream. Not that the last one wasn't a good one. Taiki Vetra. I'm going to guess if I take out that underscore, I will have your name. Good guess. Let's see. Dungeon. Oh, let's see. Was that it? What was I giving him? Was it the 3? What was the thing I was going to give him? Dang it. Dungeon. Oh, there it is. That thing. Ornate triple. Dungeon 4. Got it. Ornate. There we go. Grats, Taiki. And Sanyo, in case you do start doing some streaming, Travis List has been doing some streaming. And you see pretty much what I do here, which is I just do the little raffle thing using the chat bot, and then I stand by mailbox, and then I send it out. So I saw I had a different, I think I saw a minecart. I do have a 5 connection minecart for you in my possession here. Let's go ahead and make that one the next one. Minecart Dungeon. This is like by far the most popular. The only reason people are not excited about getting one of these is because they already got one of these. But it's like the most popular one and the most fun one. Yes, so you can all enter into the raffle now. Oh, and I always announce who's the fastest fingers out there. Looks like Raven's Lair 38 1, followed by Red Dog 31, followed by Cleo Dude, Magmus, and Balatar Pathfinder. Thank you, Zentrock, staying up in the top 10. Good job. All right, and the 5 connection minecart, I think that's a pretty nice prize. Mine cart. Yeah, 3,900. That's like the most expensive. That's cream of the crop. I'm going to answer some questions now. Have you pulled any out of the questions there, Sanyo?
I'm
Before
just skimming. Like, if you have a separate doc set up, then I
don't have a doc. That's what I was
Okay.
saying. So the thing I'm working on is there's a Python backend. Yes, Bobby. Yes, Undone. I'm gonna be writing some Python again. It's a long story, but I hate Python. But I'm writing a Python script that will let people do !question, and it'll enter it straight into a Google Doc. So I'll put that out there. It's one of those things I can't believe someone doesn't already have this. Apparently other people use Twitch differently. I mean, I can't believe they don't have something like that that's easy to use. Let's see. When are you going to figure out Ask so you can queue questions? That's what I'm working on, Rufus. But again, it should go straight from there into a Google Doc, which is the other step I have to do. And Google Doc, so like when we have like me and Star and Richard and Sanyo and Undone on the screen or whatever, or on the stream, everybody can be looking at it, pulling questions from it. Let's see. Oh, looks like Artemis has a level 3 Kobold room with 1,200 hit point guards, 100 hit point bosses. Yeah, the Kobold, I tried to set that one up to be like, it's not, the creatures in it aren't super duper tough, but again, they have numbers in there. And they're also set up, and if you're building it for yourself to play, you know, you'll probably go in the easy way, but if you're building it for the other guys, you can build it the hard way, where the bottom entrance is the way you come into it. Because if you come in that one, then there's like 8 archers all around the top of the rotunda, if you're familiar with that. And then there's some melee guys down on the ground who will also hammer you. And I set up, there's 4 bossy type guys that are set up in the 4 chairs that are in there. So I just have them standing in place in front of the 4 chairs. But they do have an aggro range, so you should be able to wipe out the stuff at the edge first and then pull the stuff from the middle without pulling those guys as well. But we'll see how it works. Again, if you saw the thing earlier with the troll bugs, that was because I used a stupid dev thing. But Undone's going to fix it anyways.
I see a question from Foo Bunny. He asks, or she asks, they ask, can we get a new skill tree for the new episode for a real bard type?
For a real bard type, hold on.
I want to have a follow-up. Do you have any plans for new skills when the new episode 2 comes out?
Yes and yes. Hold on. Sorry, Undone is still crashing. He's supposed to be on the stream today, so we can yell at him about things like the Navmesh bug that paralyzed my trolls and made them trivial to kill. But he is crashing anytime he gets on the stream. He just asked me if I have any spare AMD video cards. I do not have any spare AMD. I have some spare NVIDIA stuff, but... oh, and he just noticed he pinged me on there. Yeah, I've got mine set up so it pings me all the time. As for the question, the skills. So we do plan on adding at least one more tier of skills. My dream was to add one more tier of skills at the bottom, and then add one more column of skills for each of the trees. And now Bobby's apologizing because he pinged me and he heard it on air. You did that, Bobby. You did it. I think it does that whenever you tag someone in this chat program. But anyway, so yeah, so I'd like to add one more column of skills and then one more row at the bottom of skills is my dream. More likely what's going to happen is we'll get basically tier 6, expand that down, and maybe add a few more skills in the middle. That system is pretty flexible in terms of adding things, if people remember back in the old days, because we continually reorganize those trees in different ways. That's pretty easy to do. Let's see. Did I send the thing? I think I sent the thing. I sent the thing, right? Did I send the thing?
Send something to who?
I forget. I've already, because we've done enough things. Yes, I did. I sent it to him. I sent him the dungeon things. I had to go find it. That's right. No, send it to the winner. I was trying to remember. I try not to fall behind on that stuff. Like we've fallen behind on other things. Again, we'll see on this live build here. We are down to... Ooh, it just says building client. I think that means it's in the final little parts. Come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. So you guys in a few minutes will get to see me close out this client, patch up the other client, and then go in and you may get to see a grown man cry. Speaking of grown men, thank you, Target PK42. I'm not sure why he's a grown man or why I said that. Let's see. Oh, as for an actual bard class, I would love to have bards. I mean, I love the games that have them in there. I'm the one that put in the bard instrument stuff, but that was just kind of a super low-hanging fruit thing, even though it's generated quite a few bugs. It was easy to get in the first time. Just some bugs came up as optimizations went into those things. But yeah, I'd love to have an actual, like a whole music tree. And I know Travis, for those who know the team pretty well, Travis would absolutely love that as well. He is the biggest music guy on the team and does music stuff and makes music and tracks down and is a collector of all music stuff everywhere. So yeah, I would love to have that. And again, I think most people know that Ultima Online is one of the games I played the most, but the game I probably played more than anything else is EverQuest, which is kind of one of the games that really spawned Bard passion, passion for Bardly types. Of course, we don't have classes like that, but I could easily see a tree of, a magic tree showing up that is actually a Bard tree.
Someone had asked, and I can't find where we have posted this before, but when the new lands are introduced, will new pots be available? Uh, I don't remember where we posted that. I don't see it on the store. The answer was yes. That you'd be able to, if you had a pot, you can move it for a fee. If you didn't have a pot, or if you had a, I don't remember the details. I don't want to give the wrong answers here, but if I find it, I will mention it. But the answer was yes for that. And then someone else asked, Bristol Bear asked, the previous question was, by the way, from Warrior B Patrick. And then Bristol Bear asks, what episode 1 content, story-wise, are you looking to polish? And I'll mention that every release I polish a little bit more, I fix some bugs, and make some improvements as I'm working. So over time, you'll see maybe there was a quest that didn't have compass markers, or the maybe the journals weren't super clear on their descriptions. So a lot of times I'll fix those things, improve the text, not just like typos or things like that, or grammar, but I will fix those in addition to making it more clear what the goals are and what the task headline is. So I keep working on that in addition to putting in new content. This is for you, Chris. Will we be able to get wave spawners for dungeons instead of the current single tier spawners?
Yes, and that is actually, I think I talked about this on one stream, but that's also one of those things I need to do better at, which is sharing information more broadly with players, not just on the stream, because when I spread it on the stream, tell you guys about stuff on the stream, then it becomes word of mouth to word of mouth to word of mouth to word of mouth, and now there's a rage thread in the forums, which is awesome. But yeah, the plan is that we're also going to have some deco spawner type system in place as well. That'll also, we can do some wave spawners. There's going to be some wave spawners in there. Right now, the wave spawners, the first encounter room actually uses a wave spawner. But yeah, I'd like to get some wave spawner stuff in there. And maybe that's one I need to show Sanyo, because he's the guy that knows more about that system than anybody.
Yeah, as a level designer, I put in so many of the regular spawners out in the world, whether it's a single spawner or a group or like a wave battle. But I haven't really done anything with the our player dungeon encounter rooms at all. I did make the prison, the 4 prison rooms for the player dungeons, but that was it so far. Just dip my toe in the water there.
Alright, hold on 1 second here. It looks... something weird is going on with the patching. I may have to talk to Burning Toad here about this. Burning Toad or other guys, if you're out there listening to the stream, well, first you should be following my stream and then giving me some bits or something like that. But also, the build looked like it finished up, but then it immediately reset back to 0, and it looks like it's trying to start over the build. Not sure what's going on there. But I'm going to try to exit out here and patch. Again, and thank you, Snugs. I have not said anything about taming in a while, and you still gave me 100 bits. Awesome. Thank you. 1 second here while I... exit out and try to patch up. We'll see how this goes. Oh,
I have an answer for the episode 2 pots. I see Summer Breezo 1 helped me out by pointing out that if you go to shroudoftheavatar.com and you go to the store and the game services pot, I see 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them are already sold out, but there's still other options for players who are interested in player-owned towns in the episode 2 area.
Hold on, I'm trying to patch up now.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't patched in a while on my patched version, patchable version. So this will be a while here. So we're gonna have to talk install.
Rufus the Esperti also mentioned the Web Store Game Services tab. I'm behind in my scrolling down, so forgive me if I'm bringing up stuff that is super old.
Let's see.
Only transfers are available. Rufus also points out the new town vouchers are sold out. Oh, there you go.
John Marcus cheered 100 bits. Thank you very much, John Marcus. And that reminds me. Again, reminder that I've got the stream special going on that I'll leave on till 9 because I know a lot of before I was like, I'll just do it during the stream. But then people immediately yell at me because it's something you have to do in game, and some people have jobs and they go to work and stuff. And some of those people live in California, so I was letting it run until 9 o'clock. And again, what you get is if you upgrade your deed, like you go from village to a town or whatever, or town to city, or row lot to town, and it doesn't even have to be that. It can be going from like tax to tax free or whatever. But if you upgrade any deed, I'll give you a third of whatever you spend in crowns. I'll give you that as credit towards a house. If it is like you spend 9,000, I'll give you 3,000 credit towards a house, which will get you quite a few different nice houses. And if it's more than that, you can just send me the difference. And you gotta just email me in game telling me what you want. If it is one that is an expired house, like you're in a bundle, like you had Viking before, and you want to upgrade, you have to send me the Viking, but I'll send you like the next Viking up or whatever it is. And we don't have prices for those, so just send me the old one and I'll send you the new one. And that'll go till 9 o'clock tonight. And I had like 12 or 15 people do that on the day I did it before. So again, far more popular than I expected. And I'm still going to be patching for quite a while because I'm on 9:35. Oh. Yeah, I'm watching the client. It kind of looks like it just restarted. I'm going to have to message somebody about this. But then I'll get to more chatty stuff. Burning Toad says PC build was done with asset bundles, so I just restarted it to finish out code only. We'll do the others as I can. New dev build terrain is now visible again in Isle of Storm's twin foothills. Yay!
Yay!
Let's see. Oh yes, and they put in and there was great rejoicing Monty Python meme in chat that you guys can't see. Okay, let me get back to answering questions. So it sounds like this build is going to fix you guys, and that Burning Toad is all over it, working his build magic to make it get done as quick as humanly possible. So we should have that out later tonight. Let's see.
Someone says, Remy Theriantha asks, why were we given a transition of Icy Stone to Ancient Stone when dungeons are supposed to go auto-transition? And second, what will happen to the various transitions we have, the Stone to Ancient, Cave to Stone, Dark Icy to Ancient?
So we have had enough problems. I've kept One and Only busy with enough things that he has not got around to the thing that we promised players are going to get, and you're still going to get it. But that is the auto transition, so the pieces know how to transition, because that takes a little work from One and Only, and then it's going to take a fair amount of work from List to go back and set up the data for those things. But those will still be coming, and there needs to be like the transition piece. Some of them need it more than others. Some of them, if you don't get a transition piece in there, like you can basically see out of the dungeon and out into the void.
Into the void.
Yeah.
Yeah, List Rostov or Travis, he's got to make a custom. The auto transition doesn't magically happen. That piece has to be created. Yeah. And then I guess the automatic selection of that piece is what will happen. What the programs will set up.
Yeah, and that's the thing we need to set up for those guys. But yeah, he's got several of those made, but then we've got to set up some data on them. So again, for those who are looking at the build right now and noticing, hey, this build is crazy buggy. Again, we had a bunch of people out this release, and then we also tried to move to Unity 2018.3, a major update, which caused a lot of problems too. And those two things combined, plus some bad miscommunication, resulted in a really crappy build going out. We have the patch right now that is finishing up, that should be out by within the next 2 hours. We'll see how long Linux takes. And then we've got to do uploads on them as well. But anyway, so within the next 2 hours, by tonight, we'll have a patch out that fixes most of the problems. But again, this is our apology stream. We were going to do an Easter egg hunt, but we thought it would look so bad and people would be so confused and frustrated and all that we just decided to do an apology stream instead. And you guys missed it, but Richard was on earlier. He may be getting back on here in a bit, but we're not going to be on that much longer. Speaking of which, since we have 222 viewers, we should do the minecart dungeon, and then I'll put up one last thing for a big one at the end, for a grand finale prize for those people who stuck with us and cheered us along, like Sadus07. Thank you for the follow. Follows are the reason we're here. More than anything else, but we love the 100 bits. Hey guys, make sure you're in the raffle. I'm going to close it out here in about 10 seconds or so. And Viper Mortal, continuing to pace yourself. Well done, sir. And or ma'am. And YOLO Salive, 300 bits. Let's see, did that get you into the top 10? Not quite. Man, you guys, Stream RPG has been hanging on there with 962 in the 10th spot. Someone needs to do 1,000 and they can knock him off. iStar Strider's just rubbing it in there. Thank you, iStar Strider, for the 100 bits as well. Anyways, looks like you guys have all done raffle. If you are someone who is new to the stream, you do have to follow us. You don't have to sub. But you do have to follow us so you get annoying emails. Nope. Snugs1, thank you again, sir, for your 100 bits. I know you're just trying to stay ahead of iStar Strider. Keep the distance. But I am about to close. I'm about to click the button. Oh, Snugs just got in. Snugs. Let's see. Here we go. Closing the giveaway. Close. Alright, you guys ready? Here we go. This is for the 5 entrance minecart dungeon. Alrighty, Hondas, I'll say your name for 19. You're out of bits, okay. Here we go. Ready? Picking a winner. 1, 3, 2, 1. Remy Theriantha. I like getting the new names. These are people I don't know that well. Oh, Cornfellow, you can get in on the next one. I'll do something big next. Remy... Congratulations. Let's see. Theriantha. Hopefully they're going to say something. Hey, wow, yeah, you won, I know, right? And you thought it was rigged. Oh, except I can't send it to you right now because I'm not in game. Let me go back over here. I think I can run... Let's see. I can get back in game. Hold on. Give me a second. Here, I can patch in the background. So I'll have 2 instances of Unity, streaming a video, patching in the background, and playing the game. I'm sure everything's going to be fine, though.
I'll answer a question. Hopefully I say the name right. Is it Echondas? Echondas?
Star and I say Echondas. We don't know how it's actually pronounced.
Anyway, Echondas asked, will any of the non-main quest story, lore and storyline started in episode 1 be continued in episode 2? For example, Mistress Valdez and stuff like that. I'll say it's unlikely. I think for the most part, both episode 1 will be its own self-contained thing, and episode 2 will be its own self-contained thing. But I won't commit 100% to that. Potentially, there might be some hints of crossover. I know one thing we talked about is the possibility of some of the seasonal villains being maybe the Envy Angel might be in the episode 2 area. I know I have a few of my own dangling storylines. The Mr. Valdez one wasn't mine. That was did you call himself Puck? P-U-U-K, Damien. That was one of his storylines. I'm not fully sure of the direction he was going with it, so probably not. But some of the other ones might have some dangling threads, but they wouldn't be required for so if you only had episode 1, you wouldn't need to get episode 2 to finish the whole thing. So I don't like that kind of idea. I want you to feel like you've gotten the whole experience in whichever episodes that you have.
All right, I'm in game here. Let's see. Remy Theriantha. I probably should move that down so people can't see my private email. I don't know if I have anything. Now you guys are going to look. You probably wouldn't have cared if I hadn't said anything. Oh, looks like I got a message about somebody who upgraded. R-E-M-I-E. Oop. There we go. Mine cart. 5 connection. Mine cart. Grats. Alright, now I'm going to have to do the reset. Now I have the tough task of figuring out what to give away.
While you're thinking about it, I will also mention that I'm going to say this name wrong too. Oni-Chang Gaming? I don't know. Is it possible to label the quests so that we know whether the quest is part of the main storyline or a side quest? That will be determined with the new quest system that we've mentioned a few times that will come about with episode 2. I guess there'll be 2 kind of behind the scenes. There'll be 2 parallel quest systems. You might not know that depending on how we set up the interface in the final version, but we'll keep it in mind. I think I like the idea of knowing like which are episode 1, which are episode 2, which are main things. But we'll see what we have. Even if it's not there at the start, we'll keep it in mind. Maybe it'll be something that we can do with improvements. The dog's about to bark. Aren't you, hero?
Alright, I think I'm going to give away for this last one. They were saying give away some dungeonies. Oh. Saying giving away some dungeony stuff. I think I'm going to go... I want to give away... Again, there's some people out there who do not have a cool property deed. Let's see. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm back.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm a horrible owner because I'm letting my dog teach me that whenever he barks while we're on the live stream, he gets a treat to keep him quiet.
Well, I wonder what that's going to teach him.
Nothing bad will come out of that behavior, I'm sure.
Let's see. Oh, and I also wanted to call out, while I sit here and look at stuff, you guys shouldn't be doing a raffle yet. I have not opened it up. I'm trying to figure out how nice I want to be to you guys. But you guys see I normally wear a Shroud of the Avatar shirt. I'm wearing a Texas Longhorns shirt because the Texas Longhorns men's basketball team won the national championship last night. There's only like 3 people out there that know that what actually happened. Hey, Scooby-Doo. Oh, and I missed out on Cornfellow follow Tree Walk. And Scooby-Doo. They actually, Rufus, they actually won the... There's, for those who don't know much about men's basketball in college, there's the tournament, March Madness, the NCAA, the big one, the 64 top teams playoff. And if you're a pretty good team, but you don't quite make the cut for that, there's another one called the NIT, that's the National Invitational Tournament, that you get into. So the Longhorns did not make the March Madness, although clearly they should have, because they went into the kind of second tier tournament and won that tournament. It's still a championship, people. A win is a win. But yes, they beat a number of teams. I forget who all they beat, but they beat the National Invitational Tournament, the NIT. So go Horns! Woohoo! That's good though, because I think they'll keep the coach around. All right, now that I've wasted a bunch of time on that, let me go ahead and see if I can figure out what I'm going to give people. Let's see. How about... we don't have anything tax-free in here. Hold on, I'm going to try something here. Player-owned town, village, lot, property deed. Let's see. So if I buy that guy right there... Yes. And then I go to my inventory. Can I do upgrade? Oh, upgrade to tax-free? No. Boom, look at that. So this is now like a super cool thing. So now that is a tax-free player-owned town village lot deed. Now I can do it. Tax-free pot village deed. Now I can open it. All right. Now you guys can join in. And any questions that were up there are now gone. That may be the cool or the biggest prize I have ever given away on a stream. Again, there's a reason. One, generosity of Snugs, iStar, Strider, Z of Silverdale, Sinash, Sea Bear, Zentrock, Wolfgar, Viper, Mortal, and the other guys. But also because we suck and have made you guys suffer through a Friday afternoon with a crappy broken build that is our fault, mostly. It's our fault for publishing something so bad. We'll blame Unity for some of the other stuff, but it's mostly our fault for publishing, which is a real problem. And thank you again, Viper Mortal. Don't do it. Don't give him anything. Avoid eye contact. Ignore him. Thank you, Zoran, for the follow. Again, for those people who don't know, the main reason we do this is we're trying to expose the game to a bunch of people. Although this is not the exposure we want. Well, sure, the terrain isn't showing up or anything, but what about over here at these chests? Oh, look. These chests look like they're made out of clay. Sorry, folks. But anyway, so today is the apology tour, which is why I'm giving away a super awesome, amazing tax-free village pot deed. Never have to pay taxes. Perfect for any, especially for any town owner who wants to put something on there cool. Yep, not supposed to look like that. Yep, not supposed to look like that. All right, let's get back to questions now that the scroll has died down. And again, for those who didn't hear, I just started working on a Python script so that I can pull questions out of this automatically and dump it into a Google spreadsheet. Hopefully I'll have that ready by next Friday when we do the real stream, which will have Richard and Star, among other people on it. For those who got here late, Richard was actually on the stream for a while, but he had to go take care of some kid stuff. So he was here for the first hour and a half or something. Let's see. What about the spider encounter room and the random encounter room? Well, the spiders, I need to hook up another creature type. Again, I'm trying not to rush too much of this stuff because, as you've seen, each time I've been adding something, there's been a new bug that has been uncovered by some of the stuff I'm adding. So we're going to wrap up this release. I'll get the troll room dropping. That's the only thing that's really left, and it sounds like I need to get the lich boss room the Rise Lich Room. I need to have add a recipe for that so it can be converted. Thank you, Warrior B. Patrick. Got to follow if you want to get in on the prizing. Got some big prize up right now. We're going to be doing the tax-free Pot Village Deed. Just upgraded it myself. It's like 19,000 crowns or something like that. Yes, always be releasing, but hopefully not always be releasing the crap that we've been putting up there. But anyways, like I said, it's our apology tour. Yes, Elwyn Moon, I avoid Python. Oh, so I can tell my story about why I avoid Python. It's actually a pretty good programming language. I actually liked it until I worked on Tabula Rasa. And all of the server code in Tabula Rasa, almost all the server code, there was some of the low-level stuff, but most of the server code in Tabula Rasa was actually done in Python. So it's a combination of multiple things, of Python talking to a database, all while running on Linux without a good debugger for either Python or the C code. So I've gone through a lot of counseling, but I've still never quite gotten over hating Python because of Tabula Rasa. So Python, you're a good language. I'm sorry I hate you. It's gonna be tough though. I'm still scarred. Let's see. Oh, and J Nord RP sub. Thank you very much. You, sir, can use Mojito now. And a Dark Star. And I'm going to be getting some more icons in there shortly. And Gwendolyn Obscuro. Thank you for the follow. Again, if you are a new player, this is our game. This is what it always looks like. Yep. Right there. And it looks like that. Not really. We're sorry. We're working on it. There should be a patch out here shortly. I'm not going to say in the next 5 minutes or anything, but... and I'm patching up right now. We already got word from Burning Toad that it does fix most of the problems. But I'll verify here in a minute. I'm currently patching from 9.44 to 9.45. Getting there. My client was pretty far behind. I've been using downloaded builds, so I've been patching. Uh-oh. We're going to have to wrap it up here pretty quick. We'll see. I'll wait until this finishes, but I just heard the front door open, which means my house is either being invaded or my little girl is home. We will see which one it is. One or the other. Let's see. Oh, are any questions come up here? Let's see. Do you save any money for not having Darkstar show up for 2 weeks? He was going to be at today's show. He actually wanted to cancel completely because he was a little more upset about it than I was. About the state of the game. But I wanted to come on and do the stream anyways, so I've been streaming, so I decided to come do it by myself. He'll be on next Fridays. We should have the Star and Richard on next one. Let's see. Question, update on faster build machine. So I had, for those who are wondering about the build machine, why it's taking so long, we moved to server rack stuff, and server machines tend to be high core, low core speed, like the speed per core is low, which results in really long builds for us, because almost everything in Unity is single-threaded for their build process. And a lot of it you have to do monolithic builds to actually make it work, to use it the proper way. My dog? No, my dog didn't leave me. There he is. Thought my dog abandoned me to go say hi to the little girl. No chance. It's my dog. But anyways, yes, I had not rushed on building that. I still need to install an OS on it. The box you see behind me that's making noise that you may be able to pick up on my mic is the off-site backup box, not the new build box. That's actually going to live here at my house. Good thing it's so quiet. It's not quiet, it's pretty loud. But that is to, basically we do on-site backups. There's a backup machine there that pulls the data at the data center, and then we do off-site backups, which sends that data down to this box and just keeps a mirror image using an rsync process. Let's see. I'm reading. Raffle. That's the other thing I need to get rid of. And I think there's a plug-in for that too. There's a way I can turn off the raffle thing, so you guys, if someone says raffle, it doesn't show the command. I will get that set up for next time because I hate losing all of our questions and you guys having to ask again and again. Oh crap! Cron SC, remove the up. I have that on my notes. There's been so many other fires. But yes, that will get removed. Hey, it's Liz Rostov. That's how he makes his announcement there, apparently. Hold on, let me... Yeah. Yes, so the Crown Store buffs will be going away. Again, those were temporary for those who didn't know, so I guess you can get one here in the last day or two, because we probably won't get the patch out until Monday. That'll have the last few fixes in it. That'll have the troll recipe dropping. The trolls are dropping their essence, and you can craft stuff for them. But that'll also that should turn off that. And there'll be a few more bugs. It looks like we've got an ID bug going on with the dungeon rooms as well, where they're still not properly spawning in some situations, and they're not creating loot, which also means they're not creating experience for you. So we will get that fixed. That'll probably be in the Monday patch. We are already doing that's pretty much any engineer type person has seen the memes on, never patch on Friday type stuff. We are already doing the Friday patch. That's kind of in our normal bag of tricks. But I'm trying to avoid doing a Saturday or Sunday patch. So we'll probably if we can get these graphics issues fixed, we'll probably live with those other smaller issues until Monday. And thank you for the question. Let's see.
Everyone's fascinated with the phrase troll droppings in the chat.
Troll droppings. That should be a thing. Oh! Speaking of troll droppings. Ugh. There we go. I'll turn the camera down so Maxine's a little more visible there. This is the amazing Maxine. She is here. I'm going to let her click the button here in a little bit, because I am going to get off shortly. So let me answer one more question, and then Maxine's going to click some buttons here. So if you want to get in the giveaway for a tax-free village potlot, first you have to follow. We'll see who hasn't followed. And then you have to do the exclamation raffle. And then I'll do the close giveaway and do a pick the winner. And let's see. Oh, Christ Pallid, make sure patch notes get updated for this next patch, please. Yes, the patch notes will say game now works. No longer completely broken, only partly broken. That's the patch notes. I'll get that written up. Raffle. They say, I'm a troll and you're a baby troll. Are you a baby troll? How was your day?
Good.
Yeah? Very good? How did your show and tell go?
Good.
Yeah? Maxine, tell us some facts about dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs lived 66 million years ago.
Uh-huh.
And we had feathers, not scales.
Yeah?
The T-Rex were the same family as the ostrich.
Yeah?
And the dinosaurs were wiped out by meteor.
Uh-huh.
Most dinosaurs ate plants. And the T-Rex had a powerful spot.
Powerfulest. That's not a word. Other than that, you nailed it, though. That was awesome. There you go, guys. You have heard it from Maxine, the amazing. We are going to close. Again, get in the giveaway. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5. Can you count down from 5?
Mm-hmm.
Count up to 5. I know that's a lot easier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, guys. There you go. I'm going to close the raffle and assign the Navmesh issues to Maxine. Yes. We'll give that to Bobby. But here we go. Closing the raffle. Maxine, do you want to click that button?
This button?
Click the button right there. Here we go, guys.
This
Maxine's
button?
doing it. Yep. Yay! Hey, Christ Pallet, do I still have to update the patch notes for you now that you won? Let's see. Hold on, I gotta go find where the mailbox is. I will be sending you Older Dude 2. Can I be Older Dude 1? I'm gonna guess it's somebody already has Older Dude 1. Let's see if I can find. Is that it's just Christ Pallet, right? Christ Pallet. 2 L's, okay. Hold on, there we go. Alright guys, I'm going to be sending this off and then I will be telling you some cool stuff. Oh, and I got to tell you about, hang around, I'll tell you about a contest coming up. Still haven't got it all written down yet, but you can win a pot, an overworld pot. We don't make those anymore. I'm looking to see Keith's reaction. He may not have heard about this.
What was the question again? We don't make overworld pots anymore?
Correct. We do not make overworld pots. But we did remove a couple of player-run towns, and we were like, do we put up a few more pots to sell since we didn't do player-run town? Or we removed a couple of player-run towns. For those who don't know, player-run town is basically the worst parts of a pot and also the worst parts of a story city. They're about as boring and unsatisfying as it gets, so they're kind of, but you can always find a place to live there.
Yeah, they're kind of for the overflow.
Yeah, they're very much for the overflow. So when we see one of those that doesn't have anyone in it, we don't like them either. We'd rather you guys be putting pots out there because the players have shown over and over again that they do a great job with the pots in general, and have much better, create totally new and cool stuff with them. But anyways, so we removed a couple of those. But the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a deco contest soon, where we will set up a dev town. Hopefully, I need to get a Jira for Sanyo so we can get that set up for Monday. Thank you, Sinesh Kazagal, for 1,000 bits. But we'll set up a dev town for Monday that we will be selling spots in it. So you can enter it for 100,000 gold or 1,000 crowns, I think is what we're doing. So you can enter the contest for that. And again, we're putting the price up there because we're giving away a pot. And it's only, I think at max it'll handle about 100 people. But anyway, so 100,000 gold, and then you will get probably 2 weeks to deco your village. We'll open up a village lot for you. And then you'll get 2 weeks to deco your village, and then we're going to be doing streams on the village, on the progress for people all along the way. So that will be happening, but then we'll have a on stream, like now. Again, I'm pointing at things that you can't see, but we'll have an on-stream voting session where we come on and we'll do a stream like this. It'll probably be a 2 or 3 hour stream, and we will pick some top ones, and then we're going to have you guys vote on them because you guys can vote in this thing. So let's see. I think is that all the exciting news right now? I think that, and that hopefully we have these graphics problems fixed and the build that is about to get pushed out to you guys later tonight. Sanyo, did you have anything else you want to tell people quick before they go away? For me. All right, guys. Oh, and this is I forgot to give you your warning. The pros out there know, but you should already, if you are a streamer and you want me to come raid your stream, you should already have your stream up. If not, next time, learn the lesson. When we get towards the end of the stream, you got to get your stream up. Shroud of the Avatar. Looks like we got, I've done Soda Vespers recently. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Looks like Reeled 56, maybe. That's one I don't know. Yeah, they got some decent frame rate going on there. I think we're going to be doing this one. We will be rating someone fairly new here. Oh, they're hiding their name. Are they naughty? Raid Reeled 56. And here we go. Let me make sure I got that spelled right. Yes, I did, and it looks like it's got his little picture up there. So we will be rating. Guys, again, thank you all so much. If you missed it earlier, I'm going to be doing a long stream tomorrow that I'll probably be fixing some bugs, because, again, that's something we need to focus on more this release. We've been so hair on fire that we haven't got around to a lot of the medium-sized bugs, things like ground pound and some of the other stuff that I know you guys want. Oh, and like fixing the wyvern poison and a few other things. Pet wyvern poison, that is. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us on our apology tour today. Sanyo, thank you so much for joining me on the stream, so I'm not so lonely.
Yeah.
We gotta get.
What time are you streaming tomorrow? They want to know.
Oh, I'm planning on starting the stream around noon Central Time tomorrow. We will see. Maxine and I have a ritual. Where do we go on Saturdays? Where do we go? What's our Saturday schedule like?
I forget that.
You do not forget. We go to Costco every Saturday morning. So we have to go to Costco tomorrow because we are out of eggs and hard-boiled eggs. And if you have a 5-year-old, you cannot live without hard-boiled eggs. But anyways, we'll be on after that. It'll be right around noon. I may be a little bit late, but I'll probably stream for about 4 hours because somebody's getting their hair cut tomorrow, and they're going to be out of the house for quite a while. So, again, guys, see you tomorrow. And I'm trying to get... Oh, looks like it rated.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks, guys.